So last week, if you've been following me on Instagram, you saw that I was in Toronto for the first time. And I went there on behalf of an event that Sony was hosting called the Creator Garage Sale. Basically, a bunch of YouTubers in the filmmaking and photography space live in Toronto, so many of them. And they were hosting an event where the community, their followers, could come and interact with them, ask questions that they might not normally ask. Being able to meet these people that you normally just see behind a screen is pretty cool. Also, Sony hosted a more formal Q&A. Somehow, I have no idea how, I ended up on the latter panel. So I'm sitting there, and I know everybody but one other creator on there, and that person is sitting on the left of me. But the moment they said, "Hi, I'm Vince,"
Vince here, formerly known as Incessorize Me.
man, I went, holy crap. I'm on a panel with massive creators that I follow, and I'm on it. Wait, don't hit the back button. I can see your stubby little hand going for the mouse and going for the back button. I know what you're thinking. YouTube isn't for you. You don't want to be another Mr. Beast or the jackass Jake Paul. But if you'll give me a little bit of your time, I'm going to show you why you don't have to be one of those people. You can make YouTube whatever you want it to be. You don't have to quit your day job. You don't have to have a massive following. And you can make this a very fulfilling and successful second job or a full-time job if you want it to be. All right, let's get into it. I just mentioned Jake Paul because when most people think of YouTube, that's the personality they're thinking of. They're thinking of the Jake Pauls, the Mr. Beasts, and the morons that are pranking seniors at Walmart. And that's a huge turnoff, understandably. But that is such a small segment of YouTube. YouTube used to be a place where you'd watch random crap. Cat videos, guitar solos, bootlegged clips from old Japanese anime that wasn't offered in the US.
It's over 9,000!
Maybe that's just me, but that's all changed. I don't know if you knew this, but YouTube is the second largest search platform on the web, second only to Google, and billions, I think 5 billion, with a B, 5 billion people are coming to this platform every single day, and they're all looking for something. Are you passionate about hunting down and cleaning old manual typewriters so that you can sell them on eBay? Man, you could absolutely crush it with videos on that subject. Maybe you're really into cooking and you want to share all of the generational recipes that you've been, handed down with folks just like you here on YouTube. Man, you could cook with cooking videos on YouTube. Reason number 2, you are your own boss.
Hello, Peter. What's happening?
If you are like me, I don't like answering to somebody, and I hated it when my boss would guilt trip me into working a weekend despite just finishing a 60-hour work week. I do not like that, and because of that, I'm on YouTube. YouTube can be boss-free if you want it to be. Reason number 3, you make your own hours. Are you working the swing shift and it's killing you? Are you struggling to find time to go to the gym between taking your kids to school and getting to work? If that's you, YouTube could be your answer. YouTube could finally be the thing that frees you from the 9 to 5. Reason number 4, work from home or wherever. I love to travel, but in the past, traveling was really difficult because it got in the way of work. Now that I do YouTube, traveling is actually work. I can work and travel and make traveling my work. I went to South Africa this year and I got to make videos on that. I got hired by a plugin company to fly to Poland, hang out with my friends and do videos there. Last year, I went on the biggest solo road trip of my life and turned that into one of the most successful and most liked video that I've ever done. And while you're watching this video, I'll be in Moab shooting B-roll for this video. Reason number 5, you determine your wage. For me, the sheer number of ways and avenues that you can make money on YouTube just trumped being a personal trainer on its own. You can make money from AdSense, which is the revenue YouTube pays you for the ads that run before your videos. And you do that once you hit 1,000 subs and accrue a certain amount of watch time. But you can also make money from sponsorships, selling memberships, creating and selling digital or physical products and link those products in your videos, using affiliate links to sell product, selling your videos to other companies so they can use it for ads, or make content for other companies called UGC. Now, you can do all of those or you can do none of them, but the best part is it's up to you, and it's up to you on how you want to price out your value and your worth on the platform. Chapter 2, where you can capitalize your superpower as an older YouTuber. At 20 years old, I hadn't done anything. I mean, like, I didn't have any lived experience. I had done a bunch of random jobs, just the random jobs you do when you're young. I was in college, but I hadn't accomplished anything. But by the time I hit 42, I have done a lot of things. I have become quite successful at a lot of things, and I have a ton of lived experience. And one of the major reasons people come to this platform is to get information from people with a lot of lived experience. As an older YouTuber, you can impart a lot of wisdom a younger person really can't duplicate. And you get the 23-year-old that guilt trips you into not being as fit or successful as you possibly could. And when you hear that, it is really hard to take that person seriously. Trust me, your ability to be and to be perceived as an authority just because you're older is huge. It's a huge advantage. Plus, in your 40s, you generally tell it like it is. And that ability to be relatable is also a huge advantage. For me, another thing, and probably the biggest thing, happens to be authenticity, to be authentic. And I think the kind of authenticity you develop as you get older is a result of not giving a shit what people think about you. And that kind of authenticity you can't buy and you can't fake, and the audience knows that. And I think it really is a kind of authenticity you can only develop with age. Chapter 3, the unexpected result, job security. When you watch YouTube, what do you see? Do you see it as a platform where Jake Pauls just vlog about their life, or influencers just sit behind a camera, hit the record button, tell you about a product, make a ton of money? Maybe you don't see it as a job at all, and that would be fair. I did. But then I did it. And while it's not the most physically demanding job I've ever had, that would definitely go to building the scaffolding for construction sites, YouTube is the most difficult job I've ever had. And one of the reasons is because it simply requires more skills than any job I've ever had. And when I started, I had none of them. Negotiation, that's a big one. Communication, storytelling, cinematography, lighting, sound design, editing, business, and finance. The result of all of this time, energy, and money that I've put into getting better at YouTube is getting hired outside of YouTube. All in all, what I've really created is more job security. I've developed a bunch of skills that people are willing to pay for. Chapter 4, what you don't need to start a YouTube channel. You just heard me talk about being on set, and because of the skills I developed working with fancy cameras and lighting and sound, that you would also need that to start and have a successful YouTube channel. You don't. All you really need is this thing, your phone, that thing in your pocket. This is all you need to start a YouTube channel. If you don't believe me, just check out Doug DeMero. Doug is like the OG of car channels on YouTube. He has built a massive following that is very successful and affords him a great lifestyle, all from his phone. He's super passionate about cars. He films everything on his phone. What it really comes down to is making sure that when somebody comes to your channel to watch a video, they're either getting educational value, entertainment,
or something uplifting. If they can leave with one of those three things, you've done a great job, and they'll continue to come back and watch more.
Just to clarify, you don't need Doug DeMuro's massive following to find success on this platform. To use me as an example, I was finding a lot of success at 1,000 subs, and at 5,000 subs, I decided to go full time because at 5,000 subs, I was making as much as I was as a personal trainer, and I wasn't making like 20 grand, 30 grand as a personal trainer. I was making 6 figures. Now, it's not to say that that will happen, but it can. Which also means you don't have to quit your day job if you don't want to. You don't have to go full time. You can do this part time. If you spend a few hours a week making a video on your phone and you upload it to YouTube, you can definitely find success and fulfillment on this platform. I guess a bonus reason that I'll throw in that I didn't mention earlier as to why you would want to do this is just the friendships you'll make. My buddies Kofi and Brady weren't always my buddies. They were actually channels that I used to follow to get better at making videos here on YouTube. And just because this world and this platform is so much smaller than I thought, and because I was just nice, we are now friends. And the cool thing about making friends with other YouTubers is this job is really unique. It has a lot of unique advantages and disadvantages and stressors, and other YouTubers are the only ones that really get it. And so when you find somebody, you kind of bond over that, and you can form some incredible relationships in a short amount of time. And I have. So I would say that's another reason you need to do this. If you do have questions about this video, maybe you want a follow-up of how to actually make a great video, not just like why you should do YouTube, please let me know in the comments down below. Well, that's it. Thanks again for watching. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.